Hey folks, it's Tech Time with Carlette.
Hey, Francois.
There she is.
Back to 100%.
Yes, you're sounding nice and clean and innocent and everything. I just love it. This is radio. We don't deal with entire facts. This is not a courtroom. I don't know all the evidence. So, yes, she does sound nice and innocent and pure and clean. Don't let me go there because I've gotten myself in so much trouble this morning already. Where are we going this morning?
Good morning to you. I am going to Blackberry Tips because I was literally...
Blackberry Tips.
Yes, literally. True story. Walking down the street, someone pulls up, sees me, and says, hey, I need to know how to do this on my phone. So I thought that I'd just give out the tips now so you don't have to stop me in the middle.
So what kind of tips are these for the Blackberry?
These are all sorts of tips to just make it easier to use the Blackberry as well as to save your battery and things of that nature.
All right, I'm taking notes because I did the Blackberry thing on your suggestion, and I'm now part of the real world. Yes, I am actually. I am. It helps.
And for the iPhone users and the other smartphone users out there, we know that there are other smartphones besides the Blackberry. We're Blackberryites. So.
You also have to deal with the size of the population that would have it. Most people would probably have access to the Blackberry, while it's a minority that has the
other smartphones. True. Jamaica's Blackberry country. And yes, they are smart because, for example, if you are entering...
Are they better?
I think so. I mean, I know that there are people who still use their phone just to make calls. But those 2 or 3 people, hi Dad, will sooner or later join the rest of us. So if it is that you're entering my email address, for example, in your Blackberry phone, and you have to, normally you would press that shift key and find the @ key and such to put in the famefm@rgrgroup.com. You don't have to do that. You can just put in the famefm and press space. And the Blackberry is so smart, it automatically puts in the @ sign because it knows the @ sign should go there.
Because there's no space in an address.
That's correct.
I did not know that!
And then you put in the RGR group and then you press space again. And it goes, you must want to put a dot here. And it puts in the dot for the .com.
So you don't have to do the shift to get the alternate use of the key.
No.
So you have saved us 1 keystroke. And this is something that's so important because it would have taken so much time. No, you don't save 2 keystrokes because you still have to press the space.
Yes.
So you save 1
for the @ and you save 1 for the dot. How is that?
2 keystrokes. But I get your point.
Yes.
I have 1, but I'm going to see if you bring it up. I learned 1.
Ooh,
but I'm going to see if you bring it up.
Teach me.
I could possibly, but maybe you know it already. And
I like that.
Maybe I should get to say it.
I think you should say it now.
I should get to say it. I know one. It's the same thing like when you save yourself a keystroke. If you want to capitalize a letter, you would press that little capitalized thing and then press the letter and then you'd get the capital. I learned that you don't need to do that. You just hold down the letter and it turns into a capital.
It automatically turns into a capital. See how smart the phone is? That's number 3 on my list.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're doing pretty well.
I knew something.
I use my trackball when the Blackberry moved from the track wheel on the side, for those of us who are old school Blackberry, to the trackball in the center. I thought
Which is
it was
old
brilliant.
school?
The track wheel on the side.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that.
That was pretty cool. But when they moved to the trackball, I thought this was revolutionary. But the reality situation is the trackball gets dirty and it gets stuck and it doesn't move and such. So lots of times I'm trying to access a menu item and my trackball is just not working with me. My balls just don't work. So I can avoid that and get around it by simply pressing the first letter of the corresponding menu item that I'm trying to get to. So if I want to get to copy, I press C. If I want to get to paste, I press P, and it just automatically takes me through the menu. I find that tremendously time saving, and you don't have to go click, 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 click. You just press the letter and instantly you're there. So see, that saves you a lot of time.
Is it always the first letter? Isn't it
Always
sometimes a letter that's underlined?
Not for Blackberry.
But suppose you have 2 that have the same first letter.
The first one in the list.
Okay.
And then it goes to the second one in the list. But it still saves quite a bit of time. So that's the greatest tip I think that we can give you.
Let's go again.
Yes. For all the people who love to do broadcasts, I'm sure you know this already, but when you want to select something on your Blackberry, normally you would go to menu, you would select, and then you would use your trackball or trackpad to
highlight.
highlight it. You don't have to do that. You can just go to where you want to select, press shift, hold down shift, and select it just like on a computer. So that saves you time as well, because you now don't have to go through all the menu items.
Okay.
These things save you time. Now, very important, if you want to dial a number with letters such as 878 FAME, when you're, as you know, when you're dialing numbers on your Blackberry, letters don't come up.
Right.
So you want to add those letters by pressing Alt after you press the number. So you put in your 878, you press Alt, and then you press the letters FAME, and it will come up. And the phone will figure out that FAME is supposed to be
corresponding with the numbers.
Right.
Press Alt. Okay.
Press Alt. This is very helpful.
All right.
Lots of people don't know how to do that. And of course, you want to share your PIN with everybody. But to find your PIN, you have to go into options, you have to go into status. It's some obscure buried number.
It really takes 15 seconds. But anyway, you want to save me a few seconds.
I want to save you 12 seconds on that process.
Okay.
In a text message window or an email window, you can just type in the letters my PIN as one word. And when you finish typing it, miraculously your PIN will appear on screen. And then
Is that right?
Yes, try it out. If you're in traffic and you're sitting at a stoplight, try it out. If you're driving, wait till you get to work.
If I just type in my PIN
in a text
and
message
then
window,
space, it worked. It really worked.
would I give you something that doesn't work?
That's
And
I
then
don't
you can
believe.
forward that to people. I do that all the time.
How did you know this? How did you learn this?
You know, you just dabble, research, talk to people. And since I have my
Type
phone,
in my PIN as one word,
As
folks.
one word.
As one word, and it changes into your PIN.
That's right. So everyone can now get your
Can I
PIN.
ask you a question? Is there any disadvantage, security problem about giving away your PIN?
I think so. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he tried to add someone, and they didn't respond, and he was offended. I'm like, I don't add strangers to my BB. My phone is a very personal thing. It's with me all the time.
But
even when I
nobody
go to
can
bed.
use it to access your phone.
No.
They can bother you.
They can bother you. They
But,
can bother you a lot.
yeah.
But no, they can't use it to access your phone, which is good. Not even the telecoms. All right, so I know we don't have a lot of time. So quickly, the next thing I will say is if you want to save the battery life on your phone, there are a number of things you can do. And
Tell me.
all of this I actually found out last hurricane season when I wanted to make sure that come hell or high water, literally, I will have access to my phone. So there are different things you can do, and I'm going to go through them very quickly because if you really need them, you can check out the blog. We have them there. Charge your phone with a house charger, a plug-in charger as much as possible,
Yeah.
and fully charge your phone. It does wonders for your battery life. Reduce the volume on your phone for the speaker and use headsets where possible. That's going to cut the phone use, cut the battery time. Close your browsers. I need to say this. When you're using browsers and all the cool apps on your phone, sometimes you just press the return key and it gets you to a different screen and you think everything is all hunky-dory. But it's running in the background, and while
So
it's
you
running,
should
it's
stop.
sucking on power. Yes, you need to go to menu and close the application or the browser if you're not using it. And we need you to go back.
Google Maps thing
Yes.
will kill your phone in half an hour.
That will drain your battery. I like it though.
But
And not just Google Maps. Google Maps with latitude. This is the
Yes.
cool thing. So you can track people online. We need to talk about best BlackBerry apps next week. I think.